Of YouTube, All About Nat is back with another video, and today, guys, as promised, is the rise of the Nike Dunk video. I've been working on this for a couple of weeks now, trying to get it together and to sort of bring you a good content, a decent video. I didn't want to rush it, so I've taken my time over it, and these are the types of videos that I love doing the most, quite honestly. Sneakers, trainers are my first passion by far, and when I'm doing a video like this, and especially if it is about my favourite silhouette, my all-time favourite silhouette, the Dunk, not the Dunk SB, the Dunk, then yeah, this is just brilliant for me to be able to do this and bring it to you. Now, I'm not an expert, I just want to get that out from the off. Not in my eyes, I'm not. This is just me sharing my knowledge, what I know, with you guys. Now, you may have been into Dunks for years, you might be of a similar age to me, and this is your favourite silhouette, so what I'm telling you now, you probably already know. Or, you could just be getting into Dunks now with the wave, the fashion, and the hype. You could just be getting into it now and wanting to know a bit more about the silhouette. So either or, this should be an interesting video for you. So yeah, if you want to hit that subscribe button, turn your little notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping a video. Please drop a like on this video, and also comment down below your thoughts on the Dunk. Are you just getting into it now? Have you been a long time lover of the shoe? Or all that kind of good stuff. Just comment down below. So just to start off with, as I've said, I'm not an expert. I'm just gonna go through and share what I know of the Dunk with you guys. Now, first thing I want to say is I used to have a huge collection of Dunks. Okay. Now I'm talking from the sort of around 98 to the early 2000s to the mid 2000s and late 2000s. Now, unfortunately, a lot of my collection has gone to shoe heaven. I wore my shoes to death, and I have 4 surviving Nike Dunks from the early 2000s. Main thing I want to give you is when did Dunks come out? 1985 Dunks came out, and they released what they called the True to Your School series of Dunks. Now, I'm going to put a picture up somewhere up here to show you the series of Dunks. Now, what they meant by True to Your School is it was all the kind of top schools in the US, they had their team colours. So, for example, Kentucky, it was the blue and white. Syracuse was the orange and white. The St. John's, which I have here, which I'll show you. I won't show you all of the ones that I have got. From the original True to Your School, I had around 5 or 6. Now, because a lot of those have gone to, as I've said, shoe heaven, I am starting to get back the True to Your School series. Unfortunately, in my size, it's very, very hard to get, the early 2000s shoe. It's very, very difficult to get those. So I am sort of settling for the 2016 reissues. So this is the St. John's. I also have the UNLVs, and I have the Michigans. So I've showed you those on unboxings before, but yeah, this is the St. John's, and I had around the early 2000s pair. That was probably the last of the OG True to Your Schools that went to shoe heaven, and that they kind of died around 2017-ish. So in 85 they released these shoes, which was 8 or 9 shoes, and in 98, around 98, they started reissuing them, and then around 99 we had the Wu-Tang Clan Golden Rod, which was the Iowa version of the True to Your Schools, which go for so much money nowadays, so much money. Again, I'll show you a picture. They are extremely hard to get, and as in my size, very, very, very hard to get. But yeah, the Iowa shoe, the regular Iowa shoe, is on the list to come back to me. But then in the sort of, I mean, when they first came out in 85, I would have been 7. Yeah, 7. So there was, you know, it wasn't even on my radar when I was 7 years old. But yeah, I started to get them around the late 90s and then into the 2000s. Now the 4 that I have left, which are, you know, around the early 2000s, they brought out various different colourways. You know, they weren't the True to Your Schools, but they were just various different colourways. Now, this was one of the first lows. In fact, I think this was the first low I got. Yeah, which is called the Camper Green. I wore this on my latest Instagram post, all about Nat _ if you want to follow me over there. And yeah, I love these. The only thing I don't like about them is the fat tongue. Now, I always associate fat tongues with the SBs. Now, the SBs came out 2002, I think, 2002. And I think these are from around then, actually, but these are not SBs. Yeah, these are 2002s, and that's around the time the Dunk SBs came out. But this fat tongue I'm not a fan of on a regular Dunk. I have actually thought about taking the stuffing out of here, actually. But this colourway I love, and as you can see, it is battered, still alive but battered, and I just love it. I love the yellowing, you know, midsole. And then we have this Dunk Low, the navy camel. This is a beauty, absolutely love this. Same, 2002, and the leather back then was a lot better than it is now as well. I don't know what it is about. I don't know why back then the leather was so good, no idea, but yeah, every single one of my OG Dunks, the leather is just plush, so nice. And as you can see, because I did quite a lot of commission artwork back then, I've still got some paint on there, you can just about see it, and scuffing and all sorts. But yeah, really, really nice shoe. This one, I had a trip down to London, still got the sticker on. Now, whether this was Office or not, I'm not sure, but it was on Neal Street in London. But this is the beige brown colourway. It obviously, it's already got that battered look. Again, a nice thin tongue on it. Oh, I just love this colourway, is one of my favourites. And again, the leather is just, this is even softer than the lows, actually. It's just, yeah, brilliant. I wear this still a lot now. It's just so soft. So, I mean, people talk about the creasing on shoes nowadays. I have no idea what this obsession with not creasing your shoes is all about. Honestly, I don't get it. I love creasing my shoes. I really do. I think it gives them character. Look how tight they are there. That's funny. But yeah, I don't know. I love to see creases in shoes. I really do. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. You know, I don't know, I just think if you're going to wear wear a shoe, you've got to expect it to crease. You've got to expect it to have character and be worn. So for me personally, I'm not bothered about the creasing. And then the last one that I have in my collection is, look at that price, Foot Locker, £40, crazy. Is the NYX colourway, and this is a mid. And back then there was no snobbery about wearing mids. I don't really care. I am absolutely fine with a mid. Again, you've got a nice load of creasing there. That thin tongue, and yeah, it's this leather is all right. It's not as good as the brown one, but it's nice. There's something about Dunks, and I think what it is the simplicity of it. They're extremely comfortable, and the simplicity, the colour blocking, and obviously back then the leather quality was just amazing. And for me, you just can't beat a Nike Dunk. You just can't. I heard people, nowadays say the Nike Dunk is a poor man's Jordan 1. For me, the only reason why I have Jordan 1s in my collection is because we had a little bit of a drought a few years back of new Dunks coming out. Therefore, I went to the Jordan 1. Don't get me wrong, I love Jordan 1s. But if I had to get rid of either one or the other, it would be Jordan 1s all day long. And that is the main reason why I got into Jordan 1s, is because we had a bit of a drought when it came to the production of Dunks. So, as I've said, when people talk about them coming back, it's not that they've gone anywhere. They haven't gone anywhere. It's just that people are suddenly hyped around them because of people like, Travis Scott bringing out his SBs. Obviously, you've got the Off-White, Virgil Abloh bringing out the Off-Whites last December. And which I love, by the way, absolutely love, but it hasn't sort of reinforced my love for Dunks. It's just fantastic. He's using the best silhouette in the world to do a collaboration. So they've never gone away for me personally. I just haven't managed to get any, or I didn't actually need to buy any when these came out, the 2016s. I didn't actually need to buy any because I still had all my OGs that I was wearing and wearing and wearing. So, that piece of dust flying past. Yeah. So I was wearing and wearing those. And what I should have done in 2016 is buy a few more for when they did die out. Because obviously, unfortunately, now you're having to pay stupid prices for Dunks, which, it annoys the hell out of me. Quite honestly, it really does. I'm getting the 2016s back, and the prices are okay, but they shouldn't be anywhere near this kind of price. It's absolutely bonkers when you think I got a mid for £40 back in 2003. And now you're paying £200 plus for a pair of Dunks. Even more actually. Those were £290, which actually breaks my heart that I'm having to pay that kind of price for a shoe that I've been into for, 22, 23, 4 years or whatever. It doesn't sit great with me, I have to say. But then I am an old head, old school, definitely. But yeah, that's the way I see it at the moment. I just see it that they haven't come back. The hype is just around them. I don't regret wearing them to death, because throughout the last 20 years, I've absolutely loved wearing my Dunks. I just regret the fact that you know, a lot of I've only got four left of the many that I had, which, you know, as I say, it's a shame, but you know, it's nice that I'm getting them back in the collection. It's just a shame that, you know, the hype around them and people are also, you know, people are cashing in on it, which is, as I say, it is a bit of a shame. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed, you know, hearing about it, and you know, getting just a little snippet of the history from where it started and the year it started and the reissues and all that kind of thing. I hope you found it interesting. If you want to see more on feet pictures of the Dunks and all that kind of thing, please go and follow me over on Instagram. I do quite a lot of live videos as well, so we do chat about things. On a Saturday, if you want to see me having a couple of bevies, then yeah, please come over to Instagram, and you will, you know, get some amusement from Nat, who is a major lightweight. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget, next week we have week 12 Supreme. Whether there's a collaboration, we don't know. But we'll know everything next week. You will get a live on Thursday. Whether it's a purchase or not is another matter. We don't know. But anyway, thank you once again for all your support and all about Nat. We'll see you on the next one. Keep it real, guys.